everyone, my name is Karan Doshi. I am a part of Abakkus investment team. Today we are going to talk about one of the rapidly evolving sector in India, that is the pharmaceutical and the healthcare industry. From being called the pharmacy of the world to building a powerful domestic healthcare ecosystem, India's journey is not just about growth, it's about transformation. India pharma and healthcare industry can be further broken down into three parts: domestic pharma, export pharma comprising of generics and the CDMO business, and hospitals and diagnostic businesses. Coming from the domestic pharma perspective, Indian pharmaceutical market has been growing steadily at around 8 to 10%, driven by rising demand, new product launches, and better diagnosis rate. But what's even more interesting is how the market is evolving. There is a clear shift from the acute treatment like infections and seasonal illness to chronic therapies such as diabetes, heart disease, and chronic conditions. Chronic has been growing at a much faster rate than the acute, and that matters because chronic disease is sticky, repeat driven, and less seasonal. There is also a new growth kicker brewing: GLP-1 application, that is the products for your diabetes and obesity related products, where wider access and new launches could add around 100 to 200 basis points to market growth over time. Now on exports, especially generics, there is a more of a cautious tone because export market, especially the US market, have faced pricing pressure, fewer drug shortages, and high competition. Also, certain blockbuster linked opportunities that helped earnings in the recent years are normalizing, which can pressure growth going forward. Now, what excites us is the CDMO businesses. A big emerging opportunity for Indian pharma is the CDMO space, contract development and manufacturing organizations. Globally, drug makers are adopting China Plus One strategy to diversify their supply chain, and India is starting to see this translate into inquiries and RFQs, with some converting into pilot projects and early contracts, though the bigger revenue accretion usually happens over 3 to 5 years. What makes CDMO attractive is the stickiness. Once a product is tech transferred, validated, and approved, switching is slow and costly, so relationships can last for years. Now coming to the hospital and healthcare services. India still has a massive gap in the healthcare infrastructure, with only about 1.6 hospital beds per 1,000 people, far below global averages. Hospitals are expanding capacity aggressively, and importantly, new facilities are ramping up faster than before. What's driving this? It is primarily your rising insurance coverage, medical tourism, better pricing power, and improved occupancy levels. Next, on the diagnostic side, there is a shift from a single test to bundled wellness packages, meaning more tests per patient and higher revenue per patient. This is a part of a bigger shift in the Indian healthcare ecosystem, from reactive care to preventive and continuous care. To conclude, Indian pharma and healthcare industry is transforming. The sector appears well positioned for long-term growth prospect, supported by structural tailwinds as mentioned earlier. Thank you everyone.